Hello and welcome back to the Flynn Show. Today we are doing my 2024 Fantasy Premier League team and we're going to organise a league after. But for first we're just going to get in, show my starting 15, maybe do a bit of rambling on about who's the best players to pick or whatever, and then create a league for you to join. So I think that's perfect, so let's just get straight into it. Right. Well, just going straight into my team, if there's any strangers to Fantasy Premier League, you've got 100 million, 15 players. Basically, you select your best lineup and you include most of the boys that you like to watch. So, in goal, I think we'll start off with, you don't want to spend much money in the back line. Not anymore, anyways, because the more you spend on the back line, the less you've got on the best players, the more point makers, which is the forwards. So in goal we're on Mark Flecken. Now it was either between him and Dean Henderson. A lot of people have picked Dean Henderson because he's starting keeper for Crystal Palace, but I've picked Mark Flecken because I just see Brentford getting more clean sheets than Crystal Palace. Plus he saves more money. I originally had Raya and Allison, but they don't save as much money for the forward, so I just picked Mark Flecken. And then the next keeper is another Brentford man, and it's just Val Drimson, and he's just a 4 million rand goalkeeper, because normally like Matt Turner's third choice keeper and he's 4 million and his price is just going to drop, so the people are going to lose money, so he's not that picked. So they're my two goalkeepers. They're both from Brentford. Of course, you can get your clean sheets with Raya and Allison and all them, but I just think maybe just for the amount of points a keeper gets you, you might as well spend it on an outfield player, because not every team keeps a clean sheet. The only one really is Arsenal, and that's really it. But into the back line, we've got my man, who is my team named after. The premium defender of my back line, the only premium defender I have, is Josko Gvardiol from Man City. Well, my name, you will see in a while, once I get this finished, my name is going to involve Gvardiol. But 6 million defender, he can play centre back or left back. So if City push him out to left back, all he has to do is give the ball to your likes of Savio, Doku, Grealish, and they can go at their man. But he does pop up. He finished the season strong, and he does pop up with a couple of goals, to be fair to him. So I think we're going to have him, and it was either between him and Trent, but Trent, 7 million is a lot to spend on a defender. Next, we just went with a bunch of 4.5 defenders. We just went with Van de Ven. He's 4.5 million, and he's got Leicester in his first game, and they've got a good couple of decent opening fixtures, Tottenham. So I think you just put him in. Next, we've got Valentin Barco, who is in my team. He's 4 million, and he is 4 million, but apparently he's supposed to be covering for Estupinian. So he's currently out injured, and Barco is 4 million, and he might be starting for Brighton, and he'll get a lot of attacks down that left side. So he might pop up with a few points in the first couple of game weeks, and after that he can just stay in my team anyways. He's a 4 million defender. Next we've got Konza. Now Konza is just he played decent the time he played for England in the Euros, and because he's pretty strong at the back, to be fair to him, and he's only 4.5 million a game. And you've got the likes of people are picking Anderson, Dunk, all those. Who else are we looking at that they're picking at 4.5 million defenders? Well, they're picking at, of course you've got your White and your Saliba and all, but Anderson as well, actually. Castagne, Robinson, who is my next defender, the American Robinson from Fulham. He's brilliant left back, but he's been improving apparently massively in pre-season, and I honestly think he could get a save for Man United in the first game, and they could do damage to Man United. So I'm going to put him in at Konza, Robinson, Barco, Van de Ven, Gvardiol. My normal three starting in that would be Gvardiol, Van de Ven, and either Konza or Robinson. But that backline gives me actually a lot of options there just to choose from. And if I got rid of one of them anyways, I'm only saving 0.5 million, not really any point. for a 4 million defender instead of 4.5. The 4.5 gets more minutes. It's only 0.5 million. Might as well just keep Konza and Robinson. But I think that's a strong enough back line. It's not your Arsenal, who probably should be worth investing, and they're like really good at keeping clean sheets, as last year told us. If you've watched Arsenal, you know they had a really strong back line, and Calafiori's now added to that. So I might have to change it now in the next couple of weeks, or next couple of days even. Now, moving on to midfielders. Now this is where the money starts coming in. We've got 68 million left, and we've got 8 players left, and this is where the money comes in. Like, this is where the premiums are. Most people, Mohamed Salah or Haaland, the debate, we'll get into it in a wee while, maybe, and touch on it a bit. But my first midfielder is going to be Harry Winks. He's just to cover, he's the cheapest midfielder, like he's 4.5 million, and he is, might start for Leicester actually. So he probably will start for Leicester, play every game really, unless he does not play well. But he's just 4.5, and if I ever need him, he'll just cover like a 2-point game even if he just plays. Like, so you never know, might just have him in, but it doesn't really matter if he starts or plays because he's 4.5. He's in the bench anyways. Next up, we've got an underrated one actually. I think he left Arsenal, and it is Emile Smith-Rowe. You know, Fulham, with the quality of Muniz up front, who a lot of people are including in their forward line, you've got Smith-Rowe, who I think will just pick up loads of ball for them and just get on it, really. Just play. Like, you know, he never really got to do that at Arsenal, but he'll just play. And all I can say, really, is that he's 5.5 million, and I just feel like he's going to get some points. Now, he probably will be swapped in and out of my bench a good couple of games, but he's 5.5 million. He covers for the rest of the team, and he will pop up with goals, especially they've got Man United away, and I don't know, will Man United start really well or not, but they could get a result straight away, Fulham, so I wouldn't be surprised if he pops up with a load of goals this year. Next, we've got Kevin De Bruyne. Now, I was going to go Oscar Bob, but I'm just after hearing Oscar Bob actually fractured his leg in training there. Water break. Always take your water breaks. It's really warm here now today. Anyways, so Oscar Bob fractured his leg, so I can't really put him in. Plus, he was 5 million, but we didn't really know if he was going to be playing or not. But just for the sake of it, like, he's Kevin De Bruyne. Like, with the amount of stats he pops up with, like last year, he only got 10 assists. He only got 4 goals. Now, that's not a lot for Kevin De Bruyne, but the year before that, he got 18 assists. Like, and I just feel, I don't know what, I'll just feel like he'll come back stronger this year. And last year, he was injured. And if you're still getting 10 assists last year, you know, we could definitely push that up, especially 2 years ago when he got 18 assists. He had nearly double the minutes. So, you know, if he can definitely double his assists this year. So I've just put him in because I'm a City fan, and I just find it really hard to leave De Bruyne out. And the next midfielder is Heung-min Son. Look, the only reason it's every week I'm going to swap Son, Salah, Palmer, Saka. Well, maybe not Salah, but I might have to swap Salah. I know he's got Ipswich first game, but right now I don't have the facilities for that. But I'm going for Son because he's got Leicester in the first game week, and they have got relatively good fixtures early on. They've got Everton and then Newcastle. But he had 17 goals last year and 10 assists. Like, if you're having that in your team, like, it's really consistent. Now, the other one is Saka, and if Saka gets a good game week, like against an Ipswich, Southampton, I can just swap him for Son. And then if Palmer has an easy game week, and if Palmer starts really well, I can swap him in for Son. You know, it just works every week. We can just transfer, because you get a free transfer anyways, so you might as well just swap them. Next up, we've got, we've got 7, I would say we've got 7 million to spend anyways, because we've got 38 million left, and with no Salah, I think you know that means someone big is coming up in the forward line. But I'm going to go with, I was either between Anthony Gordon, because a lot of people have picked him actually, like a lot of people have picked him. Eze for 7 million, good option, but I don't think he'll. I don't know. Everyone's picking Eze. I don't think he'll do too well. He'll do well, but I don't think he'll flourish. He's 34% picked, and then Gordon is 29% picked. But I don't know if Gordon's gonna start well. He has Southampton in the first game, so if he starts well, I'll put him in. But if he doesn't, I'm going to go with Diogo Jota. Diogo Jota is down as a midfielder. He's 7.5 million, and he's just a replacement for Salah. The goal he scored the last day against Sevilla, was class, like the volley, and he's 7.5 million. He's basically a Salah replacement, but it will be difficult to see after the first couple of game weeks will he play, and that's why I might have to get rid of him soon enough, and I might, but sure, I can cover a 7.5 million midfielder anyways. Right, that's a pretty much strong midfield. You know, you've got Son, Diogo Jota, Smith Rowe, who will come in and out of the side, and De Bruyne, and then you've got Harry Winks. So I think that actually gets you a good lot of points. Next, we've got a newly signed man for Spurs, Dominic Solanke. You know, if he was able to score 19 goals last year with Bournemouth and get 3 assists, that's 22 goal contributions. You know, especially playing for Tottenham, and under Ange's style, I think Ange will do well this year because Celtic man. But I think Dominic Solanke, if he gets the minutes, he will do really well, and that's why, like, 19 goals last year for Bournemouth, and if you have Son, Kulusevski, players like that around him, he'll get more than that. He might even get top goal scorer this year, but he has to start really well. They've got Leicester away, as I've mentioned, from Van de Ven and Son, so he should be looking to get a good few goals out of that straight away to start a season off. Next, we have got Isak. Now, Isak is 57% selected. Everyone is picking Isak. He's 8.5 million, and after the season he had last year, you know, he had 21 goals, 4 assists. Like, that's just pure class. And if he's got Southampton, then he's got Bournemouth, and then he's got Tottenham, like 2 game weeks that he should be looking to get goals in straight away, and that's why he's in my fantasy team. He might even get captain for those 2 game weeks. Like, he got 2,000 minutes last year, and he did score 21 goals, so I would hope he scores more than that just for my FPL team. And then the last striker is, of course, Erling Haaland. I have to do it as a Man City fan. Now, he takes up most of my budget, he does, Erling Haaland. He's 15 million, but we've got Ipswich in the second game, and he could, you could nearly go for the triple captain straight away. And then you've got West Ham after that. But Chelsea straight away, don't know how they'll do. But he scored 27 goals last year, 8 assists, and he wasn't even at his best. Like the year before that, he scored 36, 9 assists. So, you know, I think actually that, I know people are leaving him out and they're having Salah in. That's the discussion. Salah now will probably, Salah's wild consistent. Haaland didn't have a shot on target against Man United, who Man United last season had the most shots taken against them. So, you know, if he's not scoring against Man United, not even getting a shot on target against Man United, he will come back, but you gotta wonder, should you be going Salah? Hold on, water break again. It's very warm here in Ireland today, jeez. Doesn't help that it's an evening as well, but I'm repping Atalanta. Atalanta are playing in the Super Cup against Real Madrid. Getting ready to watch that. But, anyways, so we've got Haaland up front, and the discussion was Haaland or Salah. Salah's been so consistent over the years, just through the Premier League, and then Haaland will still get you goals, but I want him to break the record, the 36 goals. I want him to break that. I want him to get more than that. And I feel like a lot of people aren't bringing him in. Now you get like more premium players, and you get your Palmer, you get Salah even, and De Bruyne and Son into the same midfield with a good attack as well, if you exclude Haaland. But I just can't do that as a City fan, man. I can't exclude Haaland because I just think he'll come back stronger than last year and score even more goals than that. But yeah, that's my fantasy team. So if I was going off game week 1, I would go Fleck in the nets, Gavardiol, Van de Ven, and I'm going to go Robinson. In the midfield, Smith Rowe, De Bruyne, Son, Diogo Jota, and then the three up front, Solanke, Isak, Haaland. That front line is dangerous. With Solanke could be captain, Son could be captain, De Bruyne could be captain, Haaland could be captain, or Isak could be captain. Like, they're all, even Diogo Jota against Ipswich starting up front, like, he's been very good in pre-season. Now, one person that I'm disappointed I can't get my team is Christopher Nkunku, who might be brought in for Jota if he starts the season off really well. But he's got Man City in the first game week, so I'm hoping Man City keep a clean sheet there. And for everyone who's owned Nkunku, that they don't get the points off him. But yeah, that's my team. So I'm just going to enter my squad. And as I said, remember, the Gavardio was including my name. So I watched all the Marvel movies recently, but Gavardio of the Galaxy as my teammate. Now I can't put spaces in it, but I have to just kind of just put it all together, like, because the fantasy Premier League only lets you have 20 characters. So Gavardio, let me just make sure I spell this right. Gavardio's hold on, of the Galaxy. Because I watched all the Marvel movies recently and I like Gavardio, and Guardians of the Galaxy is a good movie. And my favourite club is Man City in the Prem, so enter squad. Right, that's my squad entered. Now, there's a mystery chip. What's a mystery chip? What's inside? This mystery chip will play from... Oh, right. So there's a mystery chip playable from January 2025. That'll be interesting. Anyways, onto the league. I'll create a Football Flynn Show league. Right, where is it here? Create new league. Create a league or cup. What is heads or classic scoring league name? I'm just going to call it the Football Flynn Show. Right. Yeah, so that's just the Football Flynn Show. Create. And now that is it. The Football Flynn Show league is created. They invite people to join this league. Let's see what the code is. The code is I82U. No, wait, hold on here. Let me see that again. I8TUX4. I'll put that down in the description below, and I'm sure it'll be popped up around me here somewhere. So don't forget to join the link. Many people as we can possible in the league. But yeah, I think that's it, to be honest. Successful fantasy picking, and I've been worrying about this. Like, I've been constantly changing it. No Haaland, I don't know what to do. But I think that's going to be it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to join the league. I want to win again, as usual, every year. Don't forget to join. Try and beat me. Enter a good squad in Fantasy Premier League. And also, you actually can get your team rated by AI, but some pros aren't recommended, some are for free. Actually, you just search it up on Google. Mine was rated like 92%. So yeah, my dad's was rated 94%, so I was a bit disappointed about that, to be honest, that I kept changing it then for like 5 days after that. Couldn't get better. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Goodbye.